Chosen one, pause for a moment. Don't scroll away. This message is not random. It found you for a reason. Out of millions of voices, millions of videos, millions of distractions, you landed here. That's not an accident. Something deeper, something unseen is guiding you. And today, something important is being revealed to you. Not to everyone, only to those who are ready to hear it. So listen carefully, because there is a law, a silent law, that governs everything you see: your success, your money, your relationships, your timing, even the doors that open and the ones that close. Most people live their entire lives without ever becoming aware of it. But you're starting to see it. Type 111 if you feel like you've been guided here. There is a reason why some people rise quietly, while others chase attention and still feel empty. There is a reason why some people receive blessings without announcing them to the world. And there is a reason why, when your life starts to shift, you feel an urge to become more silent. That is not weakness. That is alignment. The world will tell you, show everything, post everything, prove everything. But God's path is different. God's path is quiet, because what is truly protected is not meant to be exposed too early. Chosen one, you've already been through things that most people wouldn't understand. The nights where you questioned everything, the moments where nothing made sense, the times when you felt like you were being delayed, ignored, forgotten. But you weren't. You were being prepared. There is a difference. Type amen if you've ever felt like your journey has been different. You see, this law that governs everything is not about speed, it's about timing, divine timing. And divine timing does not follow human expectations. While others were rushing, you were being built. While others were celebrating too early, you were learning patience. While others were making noise, you were being taught silence. And silence is one of the most powerful forms of protection, because not everyone around you is meant to understand your next level. Not everyone clapping for you is genuinely happy for you. Some people only watch to measure, to compare, to compete. And that's why God keeps certain blessings hidden, not to punish you, but to protect you. Type yes if you believe some things are better kept private. There is something else you need to understand. Money is not your identity. It is a tool, a test, a responsibility. Many people chase money, thinking it will complete them. But the truth is, money only amplifies who you already are. If you are peaceful, it brings more peace. If you are chaotic, it brings more chaos. That's why some people receive wealth and lose themselves, and others receive it and stay grounded. Chosen ones are different. They are taught early that humility is more valuable than attention, that wisdom is more powerful than excitement, that silence is stronger than noise. Because when you understand this law, you stop reacting to everything. You stop explaining yourself to everyone. You stop seeking validation, and you start moving with purpose, quietly. There's a truth most people never learn, and it's this: not everything that is meant for you needs to be announced. Some blessings grow stronger in silence. Some opportunities appear only when you stop chasing them, and some doors only open when you trust without seeing. Type I trust if you're learning to let go and trust the process. Think about your past. All the times you thought it was over, all the times you felt rejected, all the times you were forced to walk away. Now look again. What if those weren't losses, but redirections? What if the delay was actually protection? What if the silence was actually preparation? Chosen one. Your life has never been random. Every step, every delay, every closed door has been guiding you somewhere higher. But to reach that level, you had to change. You had to grow. You had to detach from things that once felt important. And now you're starting to see clearly. You don't need to prove anything anymore. You don't need to rush. You don't need to compete. Because what is meant for you cannot be taken from you. And what is not meant for you will never stay. no matter how hard you try. That is the law that governs everything. And once you understand it, you stop forcing life. You start flowing with it. You become calmer, stronger, more focused. Not because everything is perfect, but because you trust the process. Type faith if you're choosing to trust even when it's unclear. There will still be moments when things feel slow, when things feel uncertain. But don't mistake slow for stagnant. Growth is often invisible. Seeds don't break through the ground overnight. They grow in silence, in darkness, before anyone ever sees them. Just like you, just like your journey. You are being built in ways that can't be seen yet. And when the time is right, everything will make sense. Not to everyone, but to you. Because you'll remember this moment. You'll remember that something told you to stay patient, to stay grounded, to stay silent. Chosen one, you are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not lost. You are being aligned. So keep going quietly. Keep trusting deeply. Keep growing silently. And when your life starts to elevate, remember this. You don't need to announce it. You don't need to prove it. You just need to live it with gratitude, with humility, with faith. Because the same law that has been guiding you all along will continue to open doors at the right time. And when it does, you'll understand why everything had to happen the way it did. Type amen if you believe something greater is working in your favor. Stay calm, stay patient, stay chosen. Chosen one. Stay with this feeling for a moment. Don't rush past it. Because something inside you already knows this is true. There's a quiet voice within you, one that doesn't shout, doesn't panic, doesn't chase. It simply knows. And that voice has been guiding you long before you ever realized it. But the world is loud, so loud, that most people lose connection with that inner knowing. They start following noise instead of truth. They start chasing approval instead of purpose. They start running without even knowing where they're going. But you've started to slow down, and that's where everything begins to change. Type I'm ready if you feel like you're entering a new phase of your life. Because the moment you slow down, you begin to notice things others don't. You start to see patterns. You start to understand that nothing in your life has been random. Even the people who walked away, even the opportunities that disappeared, even the times you felt completely alone, they were all part of the same design, a design that is shaping you into someone who can handle what's coming. Because not everyone is built for abundance. Not everyone is built for responsibility. Not everyone is built to carry blessings without losing themselves. That's why your journey has been different. Harder at times, lonelier at times, confusing at times, but necessary. Because what is being prepared for you requires a version of you that is grounded, aware, and strong. Type stronger if you know you've changed over time. There is something else you need to understand. Chosen one, when your life begins to shift, you will feel the urge to talk about it, to share it, to explain it. But be careful, because not every ear is meant to hear your story. Not every eye is meant to see your progress. And not every heart is meant to celebrate your growth. Some people will smile in front of you, but question you behind your back. Some people will support you, only as long as you stay where they are. And the moment you start rising, their energy changes. That's why silence is not just a habit, it is protection. Protection of your peace, protection of your vision, protection of your blessings. Type protected if you believe silence has saved you before. You don't need to announce your next move. You don't need to prove your worth, because what is real doesn't need validation, and what is meant for you will recognize you without explanation. This is where many people lose their way. They receive a small win and immediately look for attention. They receive a blessing and feel the need to show the world. But in doing so, they expose something that was still growing, and sometimes in what is exposed too early gets disrupted. Chosen one, learn to hold your joy quietly, not out of fear, but out of wisdom. Because there is power in privacy. There is strength in restraint. There is growth in silence. Type quiet power if you understand this. Now think about your past again. All the times you were overlooked, all the times you were underestimated, all the times people didn't see your value. At the time, it hurt. It felt unfair. But now, look deeper. What if being overlooked was actually giving you space to grow without pressure? What if being underestimated was allowing you to build without interference? What if not being seen was protecting you from expectations that weren't aligned with your purpose? There is a hidden blessing in being unseen. Because when no one is watching, you can become whoever you are meant to be without distraction. And when the time comes, your results will speak louder than anything you could have said. Type timing if you trust that your moment is coming. Chosen one, you are entering a season where clarity replaces confusion, where peace replaces pressure, where alignment replaces effort. But to fully step into it, you must let go of something, the need to control everything. Because this law, the one that governs everything, does not respond to force. It responds to alignment. The more you try to control every outcome, subscribe for more love.